What's up, guys? It's Black, and we are finally back to some shoutcasting after a long break of reviewing my Raggle season and how that went. Unfortunately, Cav wiped the floor with me in the finals, but you know, sometimes that happens. But that's alright because season 15 is just around the corner as of making this video, so go ahead and go sign up for that. Maybe you'll get a chance to play me, maybe you'll get a chance to play Cav, maybe you'll get a chance to play Milkman. Who knows who you're going to play, because I don't know who you are, all three of you listeners out there. But we do have a special match here today. In the top left, in his kind of pukish yellow, it's Maverick. The first time he's going to be featured on this channel because you don't usually see him playing ladder. And in the bottom right, it's our good old Radical Centrist, who for some reason I always seem to cast. I think he's just a safe go-to, produces good games type guy. So it's going to be a little interesting. We got Russia for some Radical Centrist. I know he likes his Tesla coils. Whereas Maverick, I think he usually plays allies because he loves his aircraft. I kind of expect him to move that MCV out instead of expanding with a traditional second MCV, and he'll definitely get to tier 2 rather quickly, so going to be interesting there. In other news, we also have the Dusk Till Dawn Naval Tournament that I've got coming up this Sunday. There's like 1 or 2 spots left, so by the time this video comes out on Friday, you'll have a short window to get into there, but Radical Centrist right here, nice little... oh, but bad move command there, or attack command. They're just gonna get all those troops killed, and these little troops right here might make a difference, but unfortunately they're low health, so I think Maverick's just barely gonna come out on top here as soon as these 3 guys get stacked. Yeah, it's gonna be close there, but yeah, these extra guys there, so nice little win there for him. Pretty close in combat, destroyed right there. Yeah, just 1200 over, or 1300 over 1000 now. But as I was saying, we got the Naval Dusk Till Dawn tournament this Sunday on the 1st at 1700 UTC, so that's like 10 a.m. my time, so it's perfect. Love Sundays at 10 a.m. But if you can't make that, or you don't want to play in that because it has Naval and you're scared, there's always Pink Tournament, which I do not know the exact date. I'll have to put that in later. But that's coming up at like the end of October. I want to say like 28th, also at like 1700 UTC, so I'll make sure to go link that because you can join that one too, or both, and also Raggle and just play in all the tournaments because why not? You absolutely should be playing in the tournaments because they're fun to do. You don't have to be good at them, you just got to show up and play because that's all that really matters. Participation. The more people that participate, the more chances of people your skill level are going to play, and then, you know, then it gets more fun. So, Radical Centrist going to poke away at this oil derrick. They're probably eventually going to kill it. Looks like Maverick on the other time is going to try to come down and decap this, maybe since they're bringing that engineer. Probably better off doing what Radical Centrist here is doing. Also like this little scout and make sure there's some rifles coming, which they're going to barely be able to see, and he'll probably pull those guys out of there because they're going to die. But he might be distracted somewhere else. We'll have to see. Nice little force firing there, but yeah, all those guys are dead. Maverick with the triple ref here. And finally going into barracks, but Radical Centrist is just normal double ref build, it looks like so far. He's losing that oil, but he'll be able to take that back. He's got an engineer and an APC, so yeah, he's going to lose some more rifles here, which sucks. This APC is going to come in, there's no rockets there, so all that's going to die unless it gets away. But unfortunately, Radical Centrist does not really have a whole lot of infantry presence. He's going back for this oil derrick now, so really playing that anti-American stereotype, I guess. That engineer is still chilling there. Unfortunately, it's going to die. Just one rifle, probably going to get to vet too, just from that. Oh, but they lose vision on it. And the engineer is actually going to go away, so that's kind of impressive. But APC is going to hunt those down, which is nice. It's always nice to hunt down those retreating infantry soldiers if you can. One grenadier too, just I guess burst down that oil derrick a little bit faster. But Maverick up here looks like he's going into 3 Raxes, so he's really not playing aircraft. I guess he's sticking to 2-0. Just a lot of infantry and light vehicle pushing. Radical Centrist got his SD coming out as soon as he wants to place it. There he goes. He's gonna switch right into that MCV. Nope, he's building Ortrek actually, and moving out his MCV. So that's a little bit strange. This SD basically not doing anything at all. A little engagement right here. Not going so great for Radical Centrist. He's down about 2k now. You know, it's early. That's fine, but this army distance is actually pretty huge. And this early MCV move out is kind of bad against this kind of build. These light tanks can do so much damage to wood armor and then just squishing. Yeah, so this is kind of sketchy, kind of weird build. Moved out the MCV and placed the SD, but was still building harvesters. You know, if you're gonna build medium tanks, sure, absolutely do it. And then you can just move out the MC, but you know, still building a harvester is a little bit weird there. Well, I guess he's Soviets, it's gonna be a heavy tank, but still same difference. Finally got the first heavy tank coming out. Yeah, but he does not have the master deal with this. So he's at 5k versus 11k, so he's actually catching up just a little bit, and I think that's probably just the heavy tanks are so asset extensive. Excessive? Excessive? That's the word I'm trying to say. Not extensive, not excessive, just excessive. Words are hard, but we know that if you've listened to me at all, I can't talk. It's not my talent. My talent is not even casting stuff. It's just being somebody who does stuff. That's my talent. But if Maverick's gonna actually retreat there, I guess he's waiting for expansion maybe, but Radical Centrist already expanded this way. But yeah, he could absolutely roll that. There's 3 rockets, that's not enough for 3 light tanks, and there's plenty of rockets there just to deal with the heavy and the APC. So as soon as this goes in, this is actually probably gonna be really bad for Radical Centrist, especially if that tank gets a little too far forward like that. Every rocket that damages is just gonna make it drop that much quicker. Yeah, he really needs to get his infantry rolling. He's only up to 3 Raxes. Maverick, on the other hand, did move out that AC rather than SD expanding. He's something I guess he likes doing, but he's only up to 4 Raxes now, so he's actually going to slow down. Radical Centrist is going to get a chance to catch back up here, since his army's just kind of dancing forward, back and forth, really doing nothing. And Radical Centrist is really good scouts on the side just to keep a check on this army. But this is not enough to deal with that. I don't know if he's aware of how much it actually is there or not, but he's got good scouting right here, so knows that Maverick's got it there. Finally, that SD coming out, so he's probably going to switch it over to medium tanks. Yep, he's got 10 seconds. There's the first radar dome being built at about 6:30, so that's a little bit earlier. But I mean, he's got fine. He's 4 Raxes. That's kind of where he kind of at least wants to be. I'll see if he'll transition into Blackhawks, which I'm sure he will. But Radical Centrist is just playing tier 1.5 right now, kind of slowly aggregating. I like this little flame tower right here. It's a little much with the 3 flame towers. Maybe just 1 or 2, but that's going to cut off this thing. You could also build a wall right here and then here, so everything's canalized that way. That'd be really nice to see. Did expand here too on the other side of that, so I do like that. That HC is going to be an expensive scout to say that, hey, Maverick has a lot of units right there. And I forgot to mention this map's Woodlands. I think it's been around for a little while. I think Devoid likes to play it a lot. That's kind of where I see most of the games on it, but get your double mine here, and then single mines in the corners, so you can kind of expand out of the way. As you see, they're both kind of expanding into each other rather than mirrored, which can happen with these types of maps. But nothing complaints about this map. I want to say it's a lad map. It seems very lad-esque. Just a 3 mine start, decent starting ore. I like the little debris here, so kind of gives me what's the map? Forgotten Plains, where it has like the little choky thing out to the main. But yeah, no complaints about this map. Looks like we might have a first big engagement here. That MCV is gonna barely get in deployed right there. Flame tower. Oh, perfect. Already played for itself with 2 rockets, so that's great for shot. But I don't know if Radical Centrist is enough to push in here. He's got a lot of rocket density, but so does Maverick, and that's quite an army difference in rifles there. Same time, this army's just been trapped over here. It's finally gonna go in, and I don't know what that was. Maybe an engineer, but it's dead. Radical Centrist also up to radar dome now, so first Blackhawk is in line, but that radar is right on time too. Maverick, yep, makes a great decision to pull out there. I don't know if he expected the army to come or just knew that once he killed something there was going to be a response, but he's going to lose off a little bit of that, but not as much as he could have. First Blackhawk goes down over here. Radical Centrist is actually in pretty decent position here as long as these tapes keep crawling in. Just check out this side, just like they're kind of mirroring each other. Yeah. Maverick was not focusing, his tanks were kind of in the back, and that army's finally going to get cleaned up. Although he's still got 3 light tanks left, but last one goes down, all that army goes down. Meanwhile, another engagement over here. Radical Centrist's MCV is definitely going to die, but I think he's actually going to trade out a decent amount of army for it. So it looks like he won on the right, lost on his left. That army difference is actually quite big. Destroy loss not looking so great for Radical Centrist here, but he's going to lose this expansion, pulls out the Harvester, which is nice to see. Flame Tower's going to get 1 more burst off. Definitely paid for itself. Killed at least 6 things there, and at least one of them was a rocket soldier, so he's doing okay. His tier 2's out. Nice repair on the tank there. War Factor's idle, that's not so great. But Radical Centrist is yeah, just down 1 expansion really. I mean, it was kind of important that he lost the MCV there too, but you know, you can make that back up. And he already expands over there, so he's not really down in expansion at all. Just 1 MCV. He's got 2 yaks out. He's got plenty of vision, although his vision is not looking so great, but the yaks are fast. See how he responds to this. He's going to get some yaks in position for a strike from the backside, which would be really good. He's got the armor to deal with, but he really needs these tanks to stay alive. All this infantry going in on a move command too. That's not great, but that yak crash is really good. That's not going to save him here, though. That expansion's going to fall. Maybe this Yak Cash, if it gets another great one like that, it could do it, but... Yeah, he's in a little bit of trouble right here. See how this Yak Crash is. Not going to be great. Yeah, goes to the top. Almost because it's on power plant anyways. So it's looking a little dicey for him right now. That Yak Crash also going to miss, go down. He's got a decent concave here, but no rockets. And that one heavy tank instantly goes down, so... Ooh, Maverick really taking it to him this time. 15,000 to 6,000 army difference, that's pretty big. Has to move his MCV again. Does have V2, that could be nice. Maverick coming up here on the top, that's actually really great. Just to pressure here. I don't think Radical Centrist is actually going to win this. This looks like a pretty solid game for Maverick right now. Maverick's a pretty good player. I think he's from the US. He usually plays at like nighttime IR, so he doesn't play a whole lot of decent V2 shot there of like high intensity games just because I don't think his time zone works out. Definitely loves his kind of play like he's known for this. Blackhawks for sure, moving out that mini MCV before expanding. Ooh, Blackhawks down, but no big loss there. Yeah, I really like to see him play more. I don't know if he's interested in Draggle, but it'd be really cool to see him there. It was nice to see him in ladder instead of just a random server, but you know, we'll have to see. I'm not sure if he watches his channel or if he's even on the Discord, to be honest, but it's always time. You never know who's on where with all the different names and everything, so Radical Centrist still kind of holding on here. This army could definitely be attacking here. It's sparsely guarded. There's nothing there at all. 3 rockets. And Radical Centrist rotating back this side. I'm not sure if he saw it with the Yaks, maybe. Oh, untargets the rocket and loses the Yak. That sucks. And there's one rifle there that is just cleaning up. Eventually going to go down. Now it's just a tank, but yeah, saving that Yak would have been great. But bye-bye V2. Second V2 gonna live, but at the expense of all the rocket soldiers. Yeah, I would go for the rocket soldiers too. I mean, V2 actually almost goes down. If one of those got vetted up, that V2 probably would have died. But yeah, base push here with the turrets. So this is Maverick's game to lose at this rate. Radical Centrist is not looking so great, but he's gonna repair that V2. That's always nice to see. And he has a second MCV out here. It's gonna go try to sneak it around. Unfortunately, they're on attack move. That MCV is toast. And it's still trying to push through. Yeah, it's gone up, but the Yak? Oh no, the Yak was on move command. No, somehow the MCV actually gets away. Unless the Yak, oh my god. If the Yak had killed that MCV, I would have stopped. The game would have been over at that rate. I just call it for Maverick. That's an instant win. It's a little known fact. If you crash an MCV, you crash a Yak on 10 MCV, it instantly ends the game in your favor, so. This V2 could be pretty good. I like it. Great shot. Kills all the rockets there except for one. And that rocket's just barely outside range, but actually might die from the slash with the flame tower, but he's got a Yak on attack move. Doesn't even get a rocket off. Perfect. MCV actually escaping is kind of big there. Finally get an attack over here. And once again, there's not much of anything at all. This engineer who's been around since probably minute 1 is finally going to get killed. I'm pretty sure that's a Geneva violation. He wasn't doing anything. He's not even a combatant. Ooh, double turret over there to gonna instantly fry all those harvesters. But there is V2, which is nice to see. He's already got 2 shots off. But yeah, Radical Centrist losing this is actually kind of big. I mean, yeah, this has a lot of eco here, but there is kind of blocked. Oh, Yak on the tank, on the attack move, bad sucks there. That's a good Tesla coil. Might win. Oh, was the target on the wrong one? V2 needs to help save it. Nope, goes down. But decent V2 shot there. Yak comes and cleans everything up. And this little attachment over here is going to get cleaned up. And once this shows up the MCV, that could be pretty good. Unless, you know, he forgets about that. You never know. Yeah, you're not really expecting that MCV to get through right there. But got the Orb Flak Pack cleaning up over here. I don't think it's going to save him as soon as this rolls in. Oh, this V2, if it targets fires, could do some good damage since it's V1. But pulls the MCV back instantly. Nice that he has this one over there so he's not going to lose his build timing. He's got 1 Yak and it is full. Oh, 3 Yaks actually. So this could be throttled if he's got good target fire, but no, he's just attack moving through. 2 Yaks go down. V2, not great a shot on the medium tank, but he is going to get saved by his force on the left side for rotating over. So what's Maverick been doing on the backside? He's kind of stopped expanding. I mean, he's focusing on all his efforts here, which is fine. He had this little attack over here that got cleaned up. But those 2 tanks are going to go down. Yeah, he needs to be checking, just, you know, he does have some units there, just to see. Or at very least backwards expanding, because he's starting to let Radical Centrist come back in this game a little bit. Killing off the oil derrick with Blackhawks, not a bad idea at all. Always nice to kill those off any point of the game. It's just free money if you let them sit. But I think he's floating 7k. His infantry production is stalled, and I think that's a big difference right now. Is he's really loud at infantry. Most of his assets are in medium tanks, and that's just not enough to deal with this. I mean, there is one V2, so you know infantry is not super great when V2 and artillery tech units are out, but anything's better than none. Nice little pair drop here. Might get a harvester if he's not paying attention. Fortunately, those rockets are just too far away to start actively engaging. Looks like Radical Centrist is not going to get away with it since it's instant rally point change there. Medium tanks can come in. Got spotted by these refineries. V2 doesn't really have a good target, so shooting medium tank as long as it hits, might as well. You know, that's about half the damage gone. I think it does like a third, a little bit less, or a little bit more. Yeah, V2 gonna miss, unfortunately, but yeah, he's on triple war factory and quadruple war factory and 4 racks, or there's 6 racks, but still, that's enough to cut through his float. It was 7k a minute ago, now it's down to 2k, but V2 just slowly pushing away. Actually, probably gonna kill the next one since that flak's just doing enough DPS. Black scopes over here, gonna kill everything. I don't think they have enough for the MCV. Barely not enough. That V2, now Vet2, it's gonna kill that another medium tank. This little expansion up here is making such a huge difference in his eco. You can kind of see it was definitely flatlining, and this is kind of where that extra expansion is, and this is him reestablishing on this left side. But he's got a lot here. There's quite a lot of medium tanks though, but once again, infantry presence is really light, so with good target fire, and that is great target fire. Oh, it's actually just gonna miss as it moved out of the way, but yeah, if that V2 stays alive and gets one good blop there, then oh, the Crusher's so good though. I think honestly, Radical Centrist still has enough to push through there, or at the very least even out. If he moves his medium tanks out, but he's retreating away. He's actually gonna reveal his tech center and his MCV up there, which is not great. Looks like the MCV did go down on this side. 3X just finally scouting through. But yeah, this Blackhawk rally point just kind of sitting in the middle of nowhere. This is going to be quite a heavy harvester hunting party for rockets and a heavy tank. Actually, oh, he's actually going to queue up those Blackhawks. Let's see how quickly Maverick pays attention. There goes one down. I mean, 1200 for 1500 is still worth it. V2 still alive at Veterans 2, probably close to Veterans 3. Maybe one Vino tank kill would do it. But yeah, Radical Centrist, Maverick should finally be able to see that. How those harvesters long distance. Once again, Radical Centrist is kind of running out of steam again. He's got this 1v2, 4 rockets to his name, and 1 heavy tank. Rebuilt his 4th MCV, and gonna be safe for now. Might quickly die later. Not a bad attack move there. Would like to see him queued up. If that was meant, all those rifles and rockets would have been dead, but is going to push those medium tanks back again. No tier 3 from Maverick. That's unfortunate. Looks like he's in the Creo school of just Blackhawks. Also, I guess a bit of my school going for War Factory, but you know, nobody owns the rights to for War Factory. Really, it's just something you build when you have the money. Radical Centrist is going to push out again with this 4th MCV. Try to reclaim this ore patch. I think this is the 3rd or 4th time he's lost it. That refinery going to get cleaned up by the Blackhawks. Always a good target. And he's starting to push out here. But again, he only has 3 rockets, 2 flaks. That's not enough to deal with them unless they're just idle. Going to lose maybe 1. Yep, there goes 1. Oh no, not the Veterans 2. No! Aw, sad. It's always sad when they die. This still somehow not on Maverick's radar. He has no idea. Just assuming, oh, he'll have an idea now. Or at least he well should, but we'll have to see. Single rifle scout over there, gonna do absolutely nothing. MCV over here. There goes some more rockets. He does have 5 yaks, which is gonna be great, but there's a bunch of medium tanks. See how good his target fire is this time. He's pulling him back, nice. He's gonna get a good angle if he goes in. He's still gonna have to manually target though. There's only 3 rockets there. Shouldn't be that hard to manually target him. Doesn't look like he may try to manually target, but he missed the rockets. Loses 2 yaks, 3 yaks. But does pushed away that army, which is nice. Maverick lost that harvester up there. Still no response to the top. Completely forgot about the top half of this map, basically. These rockets still here somehow, actually. It looks like they actually killed the harvester because they're in the back and Maverick forgot about them. But the 4 War Factory is pumping out the medium tanks. Fortunately, they just don't stand up that great to late game. Especially, I mean, even rockets shoot through medium tanks pretty well. And with this number of reacts, then they're going to go down. But Radical Centrist can't really engage into this, not with all those. Another paradrop over here actually gonna reveal stuff. If he hadn't dropped there, he probably would have got another harvester, to be honest. Still no mention of that, and the IC is up there now, so yeah, this is still Maverick's favorite, but Radical Centrist is definitely putting up a valiant fight here. He's not going quietly. He's doing all the right things. He keeps expanding whenever he gets the chance. He's trying to keep these Blackhawk numbers down, although they are starting to get up there in 7. Sam site would be great, but I don't think that's going to be something he's going to want to expend. Advanced power plant goes down. Should probably kill the ref. He has just enough, but it looks like he's just going to kill infantry instead. I mean, it's never a bad idea to kill infantry. Probably going to lose 1 Blackhawk, yep. So, questionable on whether it was worth it. 1 power plant, that's 500. A few rockets and some rifles. I don't know. I think Radical Centrist probably came up on top there. Yeah, he really needs to deal with this. There's even a SAM site there now, even though it's not actually covering his IC, but that IC is primed and ready, so whatever he wants to do. This oh, he's gonna go for the ST and the radar. Yep, we'll get both of them with 6, unless they were missing some ammo, but I think they're okay. Yeah, 4, that's definitely gonna be enough there. Big attack coming in here, lots of medium tanks, not enough to really defend it. Nice little flank here on the harvester is gonna get probably all of those unless Radicals is really on top of it. But he is counterattacking over here, and that's a lot of assets about to go down. Target fire is pretty decent. 2 rockets left, 1 rocket left. 1 rocket left. Alright, he gets it. But heavy tanks actually still gonna do some number over there until those rockets show up. There comes the IC, kind of a little early, but, you know, might as well. His yaks are out of ammo, that's unfortunate. He's got 1 heavy tank left. All those rifles and rockets are going to get crushed just because there's so much heavy tanks there. Yeah, I think this might be actually it. Radical Centrist got away with his expansion up here, but it wasn't enough to save him. Medium tanks are going to be hunt down that MCV all day, any day. Deploys it, but they'll still have just enough DPS to do it. Keeps moving away, which is nice to see too. Probably going to get at least 1 harvester, 2 harvesters on the way out. Yeah, that was a really effective attack. The IC, not enough to save him, unfortunately, just did not have the infantry mass there, but still has another sneaky MCV over here, so, you know, I was wrong when this MCV got by. Maybe that MCV will make a difference later on, but looks like Radical Centrist is aware of it, or Maverick, rather, is aware of it. Last little bits here. Oil Derrick finally going down. The Axe are rearmed. They're going to get 1 more heavy tank, but the light tanks without the SD. Radar did survive somehow. I'm not sure how. Maybe he didn't have those Yaks attacking, but his 7th MCV, I think, is going to probably unfortunately go down. Vet 2 medium tanks, 2 of them. See if they can get the final hit. Nope, goes to a rocket. All these harvesters are going to get pushed away, and the medium tanks are going to be happily hunt those down. 1 medium tank going down there, not a big deal. Vet 2, Blackhawk, that could get some good value. This little stronghold still somehow alive, it just surprises me. I think without that for sure, Radical Centrist would have a much harder time with this game. Nice little flank here, not enough to really defend it. The Axe are going to land just in time for that infantry to show up and get killed on the ground. Another slaughtering the Blackhawks over there. Blackhawks show up, that one doesn't even get to land, just instantly crashes. I mean, 2 heavy tanks is nice, but there's plenty of rockets. Okay, never mind. Those, that attack's deflected just because the IC. I mean, he doesn't have a much better target. Maybe over here, but again, need some, flak tracks again. But, those are really hard to build back into when you want, especially when you need the armor too. Yeah, killing some more reserve infantry, and he's down to 7,600. value versus 30k. It's quite a big difference there. I mean, he's still trying, he's still pushing out in here. Might actually get something there. I don't know how Maverick has not checked this corner yet. He had to know that he lost a harvester to the test coil, but he's been really focused down here. I think this is the 8th MCV now. That's quite a lot of assets gone into just MCVs. These harvesters, unfortunately, gonna go right into this pack waiting for him. All of them are definitely gonna die. Instant dead, dead, and dead. But, you know, he is returning the favor over here. At least one going down. Probably a power plant going down too. MCV is going to get chased away, and there's light tanks now, so that's a very questionably alive MCV, but it's like bad pathing on the infantry getting caught up on the light tanks. And repair these tanks. I don't even know if you have an SD anymore. No, you haven't rebuilt your SD, but still. I don't know where this detachment came from. There might have been paradrops. But unfortunately going to go down because the heavy tank's moving out of position, but he's finally aware. He tries to move up the MCV and he's instantly gets caught. That was his downfall. Yeah, that MCV is unfortunately dead. 2, yep, gone. One more harvester going down here. Down to 2 harvesters left. Or 4 harvesters, but 2 of them are up there on an empty mine. Yeah, Radical Cinch is gonna give it one last chance here. He's got his last MCV out in the corner, but Blackhawk kills off a decent number. There's just overwhelming force here. Flame Tower is gonna go down, get one more shot off. That's on the medium tank, so. IC comes again. Harvester's just a little bit too slow, but he does save a rocket and some rifles. Maverick running away from a single harvester. I mean, I guess he has to, but there it is. Radical Centrist goes and calls it GG. So that was a pretty decent game. Went on much more longer than I was expecting. Maverick held in there, didn't throw it away like I was. Looked like he was going to there for a second. So GG there, and I'll see y'all next week.